Hello everyone, John Thornhill here and welcome to the $1 Million webinar. First of all guys, please let me know you can hear me and you can see my screen. Just give me a shout out. Feel free to let me know where you're from. We will get started in literally 30 seconds, but I just want to make sure I am not talking to myself because it has been known before. Well, I literally forgot to, I don't know what it is. I think I forgot to unmute myself and I was talking to myself for a few minutes. Hello, Carolyn. Hello, John from York. Hi, Richard. Here's me. Wow, we've got a lot of people coming in. I did send the blast out literally 3 or 4 minutes ago, so I'm guessing that's going to bring a few people in as well. So, obviously, you guys are here because, well, most people are actually here from a Facebook post I made a few days ago, and that's what I'm going to show you first. So let me just make sure my slides are working. There we go. So I originally put this post on Facebook. You can see the 8th of August. I had literally just passed $1 million on JVZoo. I think it was the morning of the 8th. You know, as you saw in the earlier screenshot, and I didn't think much about it really, and if I'd have put more effort into it, maybe I would have got even more comments. But you can see I literally just put that post saying I've done $1 million in sales. I think I need to write a big post later today to share how I did it. More importantly, how you can do it. And I couldn't believe how many people responded. And I thought, you know, I can't just do a post. I have to put some content together. So I had some of content I've already created, but I've added loads of stuff to what I've got. And I'm basically going to share everything with you guys tonight. Everything. Nothing is going to be left out. Okay, so you know, bear that in mind. Tonight, I'll be spilling the beans, so to speak, and talking, you know, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Okay, so you're going to discover a proven formula. Okay, it is proven because I've got the figures to prove this. That's going to help you generate major success in 2017 and beyond. Now I say 2017 and we're almost into September, and you know, you can literally be getting results in 2017 with what I'm about to share with you, okay? And as you already know, I personally use the system I'm going to share with you tonight to generate over $1 million on JVZoo alone, which is, you know, it still staggers me, okay? And I've also managed to use this to become one of JVZoo's top affiliates. I actually got an award last year. I don't think they gave awards out this year for some reason. I don't know why. I wish they did. But I've got that little plaque there that takes pride of place in my office. So hopefully that's sort of showing you that I do know what I'm talking about when it comes to what I'm sharing tonight, okay? The formula I'm about to share with you as well is also responsible for John Botel having a 6-figure launch within 90 days. It's also the exact formula that enabled Trevor McAfee to generate over $50,000 in sales in just 7 days. I mean, look at these figures, absolutely unbelievable. You're going to learn how Trevor got results like this, and you're going to see how he dominated. You're going to learn how he dominated the JVZoo marketplace one day. You can see here, 3 products in his funnel made the top 10 on JVZoo, and he was the #1 seller for that day with huge EPCs. You know, over 2,500 sales, absolutely unbelievable. And this was a direct result of what I'm talking about tonight, okay? Now, I want you to take notes, and I want you to ask questions, okay? I'm watching the question on another machine. Hopefully I won't miss anything, but if I do, we've got Randy Smith's here with me tonight. He is going to be answering your questions. You can have a chat with Randy if you want as we're going through this, but he has seen, you know, what I'm about to reveal tonight. He knows what we're going to talk about. He knows everything inside out about the methods we're going to share because he's used it himself as well. So any questions as I'm going through this, ask away, please, okay? I encourage that. And obviously, I encourage you to take notes. It goes without saying that if you can just give me your attention for, you know, 90 minutes or so, be ready to take notes and ask questions, you will learn a lot tonight, okay? Is that fair enough, guys? Please give me a yo, so I know I'm not talking to myself. And we have got a lot of people still coming in the room as we go. Literally, it's going up every second or so. Brilliant. Okay. So, if you stick around, okay, I promise that if you see through to the end of this presentation, you will be in a great position to provide for you and your family for your own online income. You're going to learn absolutely everything I know. And shock horror, I'm going to be making an offer on this webinar, okay? I want to be upfront with you. I'm going to make an offer to work with me at the end of this presentation, okay? But only with your permission and only after I've delivered some great content, okay? I'm being as transparent as I possibly can. I know you're not stupid. You know when you go on a webinar, usually something gets offered to you at the end. I'm no different. I'm going to present you with something, but I promise when you see what it is, you will be blown away. But I'm only going to do this with your permission, okay? So I hope that is okay with you, okay? So, first of all, I want to I'll give you my 2-minute story. I will try and be as quick as I can before we get into the meat of this, okay? If you look at those 2 images there, you can see the image on the left is literally the car plant I used to work in, okay? And the image on the right is where I'm working right now. So I literally went from working in a factory, I was basically a human robot working on the production line, to running my own successful $1 million internet business, okay? When I still have to sort of pinch myself when I think about where I came from, because I've got no special qualifications, an ordinary guy in an ordinary town who's managed to do something on the internet, and again, it blows me away sometimes, okay? I take many holidays a year. Some of my friends say, are you away on holiday again, John? I do love my boating holidays. I've actually just recently came back from a 2-week vacation where I've been relaxing on the Norfolk Broads, but I do try and travel as much as I possibly can. So that's a few pictures of me down on a few vacations, and a picture of me with my good lady Nicola, and just basically enjoying the internet lifestyle, okay? As I say, I've traveled quite extensively. Had a few nice cars. That car there I had to get rid of because it was literally too fast. The BMW M6, it was scarily fast. But one of my biggest achievements was being able to afford my own holiday home. I was actually 27 years old when I went on my first vacation. I didn't go on vacation until I was 27 years old. So I know, couldn't afford to, just couldn't afford to do it. So I know what it's like to struggle, okay? Now my first few holidays were what we call caravan holidays in the UK. And I loved it so much that I thought, if I can ever do it, I'm going to buy my own holiday home, and that's exactly what I've done. So that's just a picture of me there. Most weekends, if I can get up my caravan, I'm at the I'm lighting the barbecue, and that's literally the view I've got on the right-hand side. Okay. I'm also a grandfather now. Extra responsibilities. That's a picture of my gorgeous granddaughter Scarlett. I'm actually a grandfather of 2 grandchildren now, actually. But ironically, now I can spend more time with my grandchildren than I could with my 2 sons at the time. Because obviously I was doing day shift, night shift, working in the car plant. Okay, so it's great to be able to spend time with my grandkids and my kids, even though they're in their 20s now, and just literally run my own life. And that's the main thing I want to get across. Okay, it's about being in charge of what you do, not being told what to do by a boss or anything like that. The latest car, I came to my senses and got rid of the M6, and that's an XC90. I'm officially old now, I think, because I'm driving a Volvo. Well, that's a $75,000 car. It's actually, I think it's the safest car in the world. So the grandkids sort of prompted me to do that, and I never ever thought I could afford a car like that. Okay, it's absolutely unreal. Again, when I think back. Now, I want to briefly talk about how I got my start online. I actually started trying to make money online back in 1999. Okay, so I am definitely showing my age now. Tried many different things. I mean, I don't know if you guys can relate to this. You've tried maybe various things. Well, one thing that stands out for me, that when I think back, I realize how crazy I was. I found a website that said to me, if you leave your computer switched on, you make money. Think about that for a moment. If you leave your computer switched on, you'll make money. All you have to do is leave it switched on. You have to give us $20 for the privilege, but you will make money. I actually spent $20, $30, can't remember what it was, and all it was doing was throwing ads at me. I then discovered eBay. I tried all sorts of different things, but I did discover eBay, as you can see, on November the 23rd, 2002. That's when I opened my account. And straight away, I was sort of hooked on the fact that you could see people making money. The beauty of eBay, someone might say this is a bad thing, but the good thing about eBay is you can actually see how many sales people are making, what they're selling, how much it's selling for. And I thought to myself at the time, right, I'm going to make my money on eBay. And I tried a few different things. I tried drop shipping. I tried buying items in bulk, and none of it seemed to work. One thing I do remember, I thought to myself, I'm going to try buying cell phone accessories, covers, antennas, things like that. And I spent about $1,000 on boxes and boxes of cell phone accessories. The plan was to sell them all individually and make my riches. Unfortunately, most of the stuff was out of date because even back then, technology changed so fast. So I was literally stuck with basically the back room of our house was full of mobile phone accessories I couldn't ship. So that was a big lesson there. But my big breakthrough came when I saw someone selling a collection of ebooks on a CD-ROM. They were basically selling it was advertised as 25,000 ebooks with resale rights. I paid the person, it was about $50. I think it was about £35, £40, which is about $50, $55. They sent me a CD-ROM. I bought it. It came. I realized that this person had spent about $3 getting that to me. So I thought, wow, they've just made a fortune shipping a CD to me. I thought to myself, I'm going to do the same. Unfortunately, so was everyone else on eBay. Everyone was selling these CDs with software, with ebooks and things like that. So there was too much competition, so it didn't work. But my big breakthrough came was when I thought, right, I'm going to try and sell some of these ebooks individually. And I literally send a link out for people when they buy and try and send them that way. And I was selling ebooks for about $1 or $2. That was my breakthrough, okay? I started to really, really put a system together where someone will buy an ebook for $1 or $2, feedback will be left automatically, the item will be delivered automatically, and literally I was selling between 100 and 150 items per day. And you can see by my feedback there, I sold 17,500. Well, that's 17,500 feedback. I sold a lot more because not everybody leaves feedback. But again, my really big breakthrough came was when I thought, right, I'm going to teach others how I'm earning my money on eBay. And I put together a product for $97 that taught everything I knew about eBay. And I literally started to sell between 5 and 10 items per day. Okay? So the first thing I want you to make a note of is if you perfect something, a system, whatever it may be, list building, driving traffic, getting likes on a Facebook page, or eBay, or Amazon, whatever it may be, you'll usually make more money teaching this system, okay? Because normally, whatever you're doing, you might be. For example, I was making between $100 and $150 per day selling ebooks, but when I started to teach that, I was literally making $1,000 plus most days. Okay, and that enabled me to quit my job. I did this for a good 18 months really successfully. So I thought I can't do this anymore in the car plant. Handed in my notice, and basically I changed my life. I quit my job on June the 3rd, 2006. I remember that day like it was yesterday, even though it was over 10 years ago. And I've literally changed my life thanks to the internet, okay? But I made a ton of mistakes, okay? It took me 7 years to become successful enough to quit my job via the top line. I did all sorts of things wrong. I wasted lots and lots of money. And if I could go back in time and do if I can do it all again with what I know now, it would probably take me about 7 weeks to get to a position to quit my job. That's how, that's how much I did stuff wrong. So that's what I'm sharing with you guys tonight, okay? I'm sharing how you can get from A to B, from startup to success in the quickest time possible. Carol is saying 7 weeks. Yeah, I do, just with a question mark. Yes, because obviously what I know, if I had to start over again, I can put myself in a position to bring in an online income in 7 weeks, definitely with what I know today. And hopefully when you see what I'm going to show you tonight, hopefully you'll feel that way too. Now, am I saying everyone can do that? No, because obviously, even though I'm going to show you everything tonight, I've done it all before, so I can do things a little bit faster. But realistically, you can still get really, really good results within, within weeks, maybe a few months. Okay, I'm not going to paint this picture tonight of overnight success, overnight riches, push button riches, anything like that. I strongly believe it doesn't exist. So I've never seen it. So if you come on this webinar tonight to hopefully think you can make money for sitting and doing nothing or finding this magic formula, then this webinar isn't for you, okay? I'm going to tell you it like it is, and you know, the people who stick around will benefit greatly. So hopefully, Carolyn, by the time we're at the end, you'll see what I'm talking about. Right, so the first thing I want to talk about is sort of the state of the internet marketing industry and how people think and how people operate online. Now, this is a survey. If you look, I set this survey up in 2012. I've emailed my subscribers, my blog subscribers, people who go on my webinars, people who take part in my training, basically just the general IM crowd, okay? I've asked them a set series of questions. Now, you can see 3,825 people have taken this survey alone. You can see since the 15th of January 2012, so over 5 years. And that means this is pretty accurate, okay? The answers are pretty accurate because there's so many people taking this survey over a period of time. And it's the results I want to share with you, okay? So one of the questions asked was, have you ever bought a product that had promised it would be easy to make money online? So I think we all know this is going to be quite high, okay? So let me share the results with you. 94% of the people I surveyed said, yes, I've bought a product that has promised it would be easy to make money online. So I think maybe already you maybe guess where the pattern's going to go here. Look at this question. Out of all the products you bought online, how many have failed to deliver on what they promised? Now remember, 94% said they've bought a product that promised it would be easy to make money online. But let's see how many did that. Okay? So you can see here, 58% said most of the products they bought have failed to deliver. 24%, that's almost 1 in 4, said all the products they bought haven't delivered. 10% said half, and 8% said less than half. So that's already telling us that basically we're getting made false promises, okay? And you've seen it. I'm sure you've seen it where you will see a product, it will be launched, and tons of affiliates will get on board and say, you've got to see this system, it's fantastic, it's amazing, and it doesn't take much work. Once you get it set up, you're going to make money for doing nothing, etc., etc. But only what happens is when we buy these sort of products, usually we find it takes either a lot more work than we were told, or it just simply doesn't work. See, there's very, very clever copywriters out there who know how to use certain words and phrases to sort of paint that picture of it going to be easy. But one thing, like I said, the picture I'm going to paint for you guys tonight is it's not easy, okay? It does take a lot of work, okay? Now, look at this question. Do you trust most online marketers? And because of what I just said, because a lot of stuff doesn't deliver, because people are getting sort of sold shoddy products or products that don't work or it takes a lot of work, this is the answer. So almost 9 out of 10 people don't trust most online marketers. Now, I don't know about you guys, but that sort of doesn't surprise me, you know, because of the state of some of the stuff we see out there. So that does not surprise me one bit. Right, just Karen's just saying, go for it, I'm listening, great stuff. John's just saying, blame Randy's copy. Like making a joke there. Randy's copy is good, but Randy does not make false promises. Anyway, so let's carry on. This is a big one, guys, okay? This one here, and I'm going to give you a big lesson here, okay? How much would you estimate you have spent online so far in order to become successful? Now look at this, okay? 26% have spent less than $1,000, so that's okay. 41% have spent up to $5,000, okay? Quite a high amount. 17% have spent up to 10 grand. 10% have spent up to 25 grand, and 5% have spent over $25,000. Now, I don't know about you, but that's an absolutely obscene amount of money to be spending in order to becoming successful online. I actually remember consulting with one guy. He said he'd spent $76,000 and he hadn't made a penny. Absolutely crazy. Now, what I know happens here, okay, when you're the type of person who's spending that sort of money, you're obviously investing in high ticket products and services. Now, by high ticket, I'm talking maybe 3, 4, 5,000 plus, 10 grand, 15 grand, 20 grand. Now, let me show you why this can be a problem. Let's say you come to me and you say, John, I want you to create a product for me. I want you to create the front end product. I want you to build out a funnel. I want you to write the sales copy. I want you to create the GV page. And I want you to put it all together for me. If you do that, I'll give you $25,000. Okay? Now, if you came to me with that offer, I'm telling you now, I'd probably take you up on it, because I could probably spend about a week, 4, 5, 6 days putting that together for you. I'd outsource some of the work, and I could get it done, within about a week, and I could give you a product that could sell. Okay? Now, let's say you get the product from me. Let's say you launch it, and you make $30,000 in sales. You would think, brilliant, I've just earned $5 profit, and I didn't have to lift a finger. But, and it's a big but, okay? What would you have learned? You would have learned absolutely nothing. And that's one of the big problems with anything that's done for you. You don't learn the process. And in this case, you wouldn't learn how to create the product. You wouldn't learn how to build out the GV page. You wouldn't learn how to build out your membership site. So because you're relying on someone else to do that for you and paying a lot of money, you're learning nothing that can take you forward. Now, when I said, imagine if you earned $30,000, that would be brilliant. But the problem is, most of the time when this sort of thing happens, you're given a done-for-you sort of product or service. The person who does it for you will hand it over to you and then leave you on your own or to your own devices. Or they might give you some basic traffic training. So you're never, ever going to get your investment back. And so many times I've seen people who invested $5 grand, $10 grand, $15 grand on ready-made websites, selling something, but they haven't even made one single sale. Okay? Done for you is only beneficial if you're in a position to drive traffic. So if you already have subscribers, or you already have a traffic method, or you already know how to drive paid traffic to an offer. If you don't, and you invest this sort of money, it's going to be very, very hard to get that money back. Okay? So hopefully this is like a little aha moment here, guys, because I don't know if any of you guys have spent big amounts of money on anything that's been done for you. But and if if anyone wants to put it in the comments, I will talk. I will mention it. But beware of anyone offering you high ticket done for you services if you're starting out and you're not in a position to drive the traffic. Okay. Now, hold on. I'm just looking at the comments, guys. Right. Someone said they bought a site off a marketer. I'm not going to say his name. About 11 years ago, and then didn't have a clue to do with it, or the autoresponder. Yeah, so basically you got given the site and you were stuck with it. Okay, guys, right. So we've talked about, hopefully, I've talked about how I got started, but what I want to do now is start to share the information that I've learned over the years. Now, I strongly believe that anyone, and I mean absolutely anyone, can become successful online in the 3 steps I'm about to reveal tonight, okay? And please bear in mind, guys, I'm going to break this down. I'm going to break this right down for you. So when you see these 3 steps, you might think, oh, wow, is that all I have to do? Or some people might think, I don't know if I can do that. Please stick with me, okay, because it's going to be broken down step by step. So are you ready for me to reveal my 3 steps, guys? Please give me a few yeses. Let me know you're still with me, because I know anyone who's from the UK tonight, it is late. It is very late in the UK. And I don't want you falling asleep on me. Yes, left, right, left. Okay, right then, guys. So here's a 3-step key to success. Okay, first of all, you have to build an online presence. Okay, people have to know who you are. It is almost pointless trying to make sell something online if people haven't got a clue who you are, what you're about, what you do. Okay, if you don't build that online presence from the start, from day one, then you will struggle when you come to offer something for sale later on. Okay, it's very, very important that people understand who you are and what you do. Okay. Carolyn's just saying 5 p.m. here. Yeah, look at you, Carolyn. It's late here. Anyway, let's go on with this. Okay. Number 2, create an offer. Okay. Put buy buttons out there. Okay, an offer, a product, a service, something where someone can click a button and give you money. Okay, remember, I'm breaking this down, so please don't worry at this moment in time. Okay, and then drive traffic. Okay, get traffic to your offer. Let me assure you guys, okay, that is a proven formula. Okay, if you want to become a major success online, you simply must be selling your own products and services. Okay, I've been doing this successfully since 2004. Okay, this is the formula here. Feel free to take a screenshot, guys. You can use GoToWebinar to actually do that. Click in the top right. This is the formula, okay? You create an offer, you drive traffic to that offer, you build a list from that offer, and you automate the process, okay? It's very, very important that you sort of get all of this, because once you've done this once, you can then repeat the process and repeat the process and repeat the process and put multiple offers out there. Now, we'll talk about what sort of offers we can do later on. And like I said, I'm going to keep saying this. It's going to be broken down for you, okay? So don't abandon me just yet. So, we build an online presence, okay? That's the first thing we need to do, is build an online presence. People need to know who we are, they need to know how to find us, and they need to know more about us, okay? So the first thing we do is buy a domain name, okay? We need to buy a domain name so people can find us. And if you can, you want to have your first name followed by your last name, .com, okay? So in my example, johnthornhill.com. In Randy's example, randysmith.com. Now, obviously, if your name is, you know, John Smith or Peter Jones, you're going to struggle to buy that domain because someone else will already have it. So what you can try and do is put a hyphen between your first and last name. So in my case, John-Thornhill. You could try putting words like marketing after your name, John Thornhill Marketing, John Thornhill Online. Obviously, this is in my case. Or you could add the word blog, because that is what we do, okay? We install a WordPress blog at our domain. Now, again, if people are thinking, John, you've already lost me, when you buy a hosting package with a reputable hosting company, buying a domain is so simple, okay? You just pick the domain, you do a search, it tells you if it's available, you buy the domain, you add a package, okay? Then when you install a blog, if you've got the right hosting, most hosting companies have what's called cPanel hosting. You can install a blog after filling about 3 things in and clicking a button once. Okay, absolutely anyone can install a WordPress blog. Okay, I've actually got training that. If you need that training, let me know and I'll give it to you. You can go to YouTube and just Google install a WordPress blog. It needs to be a WordPress blog because that's the most popular platform. Okay. So far, so good. Hopefully, you guys, you're following this. You know, you're going to buy a domain, we're going to install a blog. You obviously want to make the blog look nice. You want to add a header. Again, very, very simple to do. You want to, you know, just set it up so it looks nice. Probably take you about an hour, okay? Just by following some videos. Very, very easy to do. And I will say as well, if anyone needs help with this, Google Bloggers Roadmap or bloggersroadmap.com. My good friend Dan Sumner has got a fantastic product that can walk you through the whole process, and I do believe it's less than $20, okay? I don't know if Randy can maybe put that in the chat as well. So anyway, so we install a blog, then we start generating content. Now, this is where people say, well, John, how, you know, who's going to want to listen to me? What do I write about? How can I possibly attract an audience? And I can understand that when you're first starting out, because you haven't got a following, you don't really know much, you haven't got much experience. But let me tell you, if you just start writing about products, services, websites, marketers, you like, you know, stuff you like, stuff you don't like, a program you might like. Obviously, you can add an affiliate link as well when you do that. Believe me, people will start to listen to you. But the big way to get a following is to start some sort of challenge, okay? I'm sure you've seen people on maybe Facebook or on blogs, on social media, other social media outlets where they'll sort of publicly declare that they're going to do something, maybe lose weight. You know, they might say, I'm going to try and lose, I don't know, 5 kilos in the next 30 days, follow me on my journey. Well, you do exactly the same thing. You say, you know, maybe you're going to try and get your first 100 subscribers within 30 days. Or you're going to try and get 100 visitors per day to your blog within 30 days. Or within 90 days, you're going to try and get a product created or get 5,000 subscribers or something like that. You set yourself a challenge and you say to people, I'm going to reveal everything I do, everything what works, everything what doesn't work, and I'm going to share everything with you. Follow me on my journey. Believe me, people love that sort of stuff. Okay, they love that sort of stuff. Right, and also you want to get involved with social media. Okay, for me, it's Facebook. Okay, now for you, it might be something else. I've got about 15,000 followers on Twitter through a couple of accounts. I've got many thousands of people that follow me through my various pages, and obviously I've got my blog. So that's sort of my social media profile. Okay, my blog, Twitter on the right there, and my page, and obviously I've got different groups, pages, etc., etc. Okay, now you can set up Facebook pages and Facebook groups in again, a group is about 2 clicks, 3 clicks. Very easy to do. There's many tutorials out there, and there's many. So I don't want to sort of bog this webinar down with showing you how to do that. But if you start any groups or any Facebook pages, obviously then you can build an audience. Okay. Now let me sort of give you a little example of this. This is one of my students, Sue Worthing. Sue, who's actually taken time out to travel the world. She's been traveling the world for quite a few months, and I've seen pictures on Facebook, having the time of her life. Now, at the time we took this screenshot, and it was a while ago, so this will have definitely grown, but you can see she makes a living from the comfort of her own home and has 3,940 loyal fans at the time on just one of her pages on Facebook. And obviously her fan numbers are growing every day. But let me show you how this is important, okay? She dominates the search results when people look for her online. Now think about this for a moment. If you are going to follow, let's say, Sue Worthington. Now, Sue Worthington teaches a lot of social media, and she's created products that relate to Facebook, related to Pinterest, I do believe related to Twitter as well. Obviously, if you look her up, you need to be seeing her social media profile because that's what she's teaching. So because you see her, it gives her credibility when people are deciding if they should work with her. Now, if people are going to decide if they should buy whatever you're offering, they're going, believe me, they're going to Google your name, and you want them to see your Facebook pages, your blog, possibly a YouTube channel, Twitter account, whatever it may be, okay? Very important. I know for a fact some of you guys have Googled my name. And if you Google my name, you're going to see, I know for a fact on the first page, you're going to see my blog, you're going to see my Facebook, and you might see my YouTube channel as well, okay? So that's an example, okay? Another example is from another one of my students, Eamon Diamond. You can see when we search for his name, he dominates the search engines when people look him up. But notice how his social media pages take up 3 out of the 4 slots on the top 4, and his blog fills the last spot of 2. So hopefully, guys, you can see how his ability to dominate Google boosts his credibility tremendously when people are looking for him to say they should purchase his products or services, okay? Or anything he recommends as an affiliate as well, okay? So hopefully you're getting that, okay? So far, we've covered, we're going to create a blog, okay? We're going to obviously make it look nice, 2-3 hours work, and we're going to try and build a following by just writing about what we're passionate about and stuff we're doing online, but we also want to maybe try and create some sort of challenge, okay? So far, does this sound like it's hard to do? Please let me hear your opinion. Do you think you could go away and create a blog? Do you think you can go away and create a Facebook page or build some Facebook groups, possibly a YouTube channel or Twitter account? So far, so good, yeah, guys? Good. So people are agreeing with me. So far, so good. Okay, let's break it down even more, okay? Step 2. Okay, let's say we've spent, I want to be realistic here. Let me say we've spent about 30 days. We've done nothing but we've been on social media, we've been writing on our blog, we've been very active. We build up a following. And believe me, it's not hard to build up a following of about 1,000 people in 30 days if you really put your mind to it, okay? Obviously, you have to put some work in. And again, I'm not going to paint that picture of it being easy, but it's not hard, okay? So once we start to build that following, this is where we can create an offer, okay? Now, this is why we sell information. I'm going to break this down, okay? Most of the time, what you're selling or offering will be something digital, okay? It could be a service. For example, you could become a social media ads expert and you could offer a service. But most of the time, it's going to be an information product or a piece of software, something where people can literally digitally download from you, okay? So why would we do this? Well, first of all, you can do this on a shoestring budget, okay? Think about most startup companies. If you wanted to set up your own, brick and mortar business, how much would it cost to get going? I mean, even the most basic, the most basic coffee shop, you're probably talking thousands upon thousands of dollars to get something like that worked, okay? But with an online business, it costs zero, okay? It'll cost you some time to set this up, but you could do this for absolutely nothing, okay? All you need is a computer and the internet, which you've got, or you would not be on this webinar. You could create a simple PDF using free software. You can put that online, and people will buy from you. Okay. you have an unlimited supply of stock. And now think about this for a moment. I'm going to use, hold on, let me think. Well, the mobile phone example. When I said earlier on the cell phone accessories, when I said I got started on eBay and I had a house full of accessories, my partner at the time wasn't very happy when the house was getting overrun with stock that I couldn't shift. When we sell information, we're selling ones and zeros, fresh air, digital information. It's in the cloud. It's on a server. It's on the internet. It's unlimited supply. Okay. Let me say something that you might want to write down here. You can create something once and sell it over and over and over again. Okay. With physical stock, you have to keep getting stock in. Even if you outsource, it's a problem because you can't literally just create something once and sell it an unlimited amount of times. So you can put the effort in and create something for sale, and that's it. You're done. People can still be buying that in years to come. Okay, unlimited supply of stock. It's automated. We can run a 24/7 automated online business. Again, think of a brick and mortar store. Think of a plumber in your local area. He can't automate his business. He might be able to take an answer phone message or something like that, but if he wants to go and make money, he's got to go out and fix broken pipes or whatever it may be. Someone in a coffee shop, again, can't automate. Well, I'm thinking of coffee machine as I said that, but it still can't be automated 100%. In this business, you can literally be in bed asleep. Someone can visit one of your websites, invest in what you have to offer. You can take the payment, and everything can be done automatically. Delivery, everything. Okay? Think about that for a moment. There'll be people out there right now, right this very moment, looking at one of my sales pages. Maybe clicking that buy button. Maybe I might earn, I don't know, $50, $100, $200 while doing this presentation. Automatically. Don't have to lift a finger. Can be on the beach, can be in the bar, can be playing balls, can be whatever. Doesn't matter. At the soccer game, it's running automatically. We have a worldwide audience. Again, the plumber, the local painter and decorator, he can't sell to people in another country. He can't, because his job is limited to his local area. The local coffee shop can't. Whatever it may be. Most businesses, especially local businesses, are tied down by their audience. Okay, I'm in the UK. Someone in Australia bought a product of mine today. Someone in the US bought a product of mine today. Someone in Africa has bought a product of mine today. Someone in Europe. Basically, I'm selling to people all over the world, and I don't have to lift a finger. And you can also work from anywhere in the world. You're not tied down to your local store, your local office. You can be anywhere. As long as you have an internet connection and a computer, you can run an online business. If the moon had an internet connection and some oxygen, you could run your business from the moon. Okay? You might want to take a screenshot of this as well, guys. This is, forget the gold rush, forget the oil rush, forget any sort of rush that in history. This is the biggest thing that's ever happened in the history of planet Earth, as far as I'm concerned. Never have you had an opportunity like you have today to build a business that can be successful. Basically on a shoestring budget, no stock worries, automated, worldwide audience, and work from anywhere in the world. When has this ever happened before? Okay? Okay, right. Hopefully, guys, it's sinking in now. This is the whole point of me trying to teach this to you guys, is so you get it, that, if at least when you get off this webinar tonight, you think, right, I've got to do something, I've got to create something, I've got to put a few buy buttons out there, okay? I'm going to show you this again. Create the offer, drive traffic, build a list, and automate the process, okay? Now, hopefully, guys, you follow me. I do want, if you think any of this is complicated so far, I do want you to see it, because again, I'm going to break it down, right down. So we've got an idea for our product. Sorry, we know we want to create a product. Obviously, now we need to find a hungry market. Okay, we need to do some research and think, right, what can we create? What sort of service can we offer? What sort of niche can we get into, basically? Now, what a lot of people do when they teach product creation is they will tell you to go to Google and they will say you need to do keyword research, you need to make sure with the search terms, search for 25,000 times a month at least, whatever it may be. I think that's a crock, okay? Because at the end of the day, just because someone is searching for something on Google, it does not mean that they are prepared to spend money, okay? I would say, I actually say with confidence, go where you know people are actually spending money, okay? We go to places where we know people are spending money on information products, on software, on services, etc. So one place we can go, obviously, is the JVZoo marketplace. So we go to affiliates and find products. You can literally look at the products. You can look at the top sellers. You can see what's popular. You can also do keyword searches. So if you in this example, I'm using the keyword affiliate. You can start to see the products that come up. For example, commission machine, affiliate Titan there, commission black ops. As you can see, Michael Cheney is quite popular in the affiliate marketing niche. Okay. We can also look at what's popular today on JVZoo. And this screenshot's a couple of months old, so it's not relevant of what you're seeing today. But if you obviously go there today, you're going to get an idea of what is selling. Review Wizard, that's obviously some sort of affiliate training. Review Wizard Pro, lead hijack, videos, commercial, PLR material is very, very hot all of a sudden on JVZoo. But again, if you browse and you look about JVZoo and see what's selling, you're going to get an idea of the stuff people are actually buying, okay? We're not just using theory because the keywords getting searched, we're using facts, okay? And you can also look at the top sellers the day before. You can also do searches for the past 7 days and past 30 days, okay? Just so you know, guys, what's hot right now are templates, PLR material, anything to do with video, affiliate marketing. Those are the very, very hot topics on JVZoo right now, okay? We can also go to places, other marketplaces. This is an example of the ClickBank marketplace, okay? To look in the marketplace, you have to sign up for an account with ClickBank, 100% free. But you can literally click on all those menus and it'll drop down to more menus and you can see tons and tons and tons and tons of hot topics and get ideas, products, okay? We can also search the ClickBank marketplace and see what type of products people are selling, okay? The general idea here is if you're going to enter a niche, for example, if you're going to enter the affiliate marketing niche, you want to see what other people are teaching, what's getting what's getting taught, what tactics are getting used, etc., etc. We can also go to forums. In this example, this is a screenshot from the Warrior Forum. They haven't half changed their layout, by the way. I don't know for anyone who goes to the Warrior Forum, it looks completely different now. But I'm just going to keep the affiliate marketing theme. You can see there, that's just on the first page of the Warrior Forum. People are talking about affiliate marketing. If we did a search for affiliate marketing, you can see there's 8,631 threads for the word, just for the word affiliate. So let me ask you, if you did research, you research the forums, you research different places, do you think you're going to learn about a particular topic if you spend a week or two doing that? Of course you are. Of course you are, okay? And again, you have to put some work in, but you can literally learn any topic you want. If you spend a week or two studying any topic, doesn't matter what it is, you're going to know more than most people, okay? So that's what we do. We do a ton of research. Places we can go to research are forums, obviously, places like the Warrior Forum if it's marketing related, blogs, look for blogs related to what we're doing. Obviously marketplaces such as JVZoo, such as ClickBank. There's also the Warrior Plus platform, Deal Guardian. There's lots and lots of marketplaces out there. Other marketers' products, goes without saying, you definitely want to be looking at what other marketers are doing. Now, I'm not suggesting for 1 second that you copy what they do, but you can see how other marketers present their material, what they're teaching, etc., etc., etc. That is absolutely fine as long as it's just for research purposes. And obviously, social media, okay? Groups, Facebook pages, just about every topic out there. There's a Facebook group for it, or groups. So you will find tons and tons of material and everything I'm talking about here. And all you're doing, okay, is gathering all of the good information. So you might take what a marketer is teaching in a product of his. You might find some forum posts about a certain method. You might find a blog where people are teaching this sort of thing, and you take all of the good information to create a product. okay? And again, I'm going to break this down. Now, I do want to stress, guys, okay? For anyone who's sort of thinking, can I do this? Yes, okay? If you came to me 10 years ago, when I was creating products for the first time, well, I'm saying 10 years ago, 13 years ago, it was a lot harder. Because gone are the days of learning HTML, learning FTP, creating databases, scripts, coding, PHP, etc. You know, I remember using Front Page Express, which was a Microsoft product in HTML, and there was, you know, having to upload files. It was terrible. You know, back then, if I look at the way things have changed, getting videos online was almost impossible. Now you can do it, you know, in 2 minutes. I mean, you don't even need a hosting account to launch a product. You can set a product up through JVZoo. You don't even need a hosting account. They can host your material. Okay, they can host your you know, your files, and you can do it that way. Obviously, I don't recommend you do that, but I'm trying to put the point across that you don't even need to have a hosting account to do this. Okay, so for anyone who tries to come up with an excuse saying they can't do it, I would just hit them with all of this. You know, it is so much easier these days with all of the page builders, you know, using WordPress, things like that. It's so much easier. So let me show you how we do this. Okay, the next thing we need to do is create a product to sell online. Okay, basically we're going to feed the hunger. So we found the hungry marketplace. Now we need to feed it. Okay, so let me show you a little example here. Basically, I want to spend a couple of slides talking about mind mapping, okay? There's different ways to mind map. You can use a pen and paper, and if I'm going to be honest, I still use the pen and paper approach as well. You can see in the top right, those are the free software you can use, FreeMind for the Mac, FreeMind for Windows. I use a program called iThoughts HD for the iPad. I do a lot of my mind mapping on my iPad. So when I'm going to create a product, I literally take all of the good information from my research and put it together. So this is just an example of putting a module together. So this is a module where you can say I'm talking about an introduction to affiliate marketing, you know, the benefits of affiliate marketing. This is obviously stuff I'm going to teach. You know, no support issues, no refunds, no angry customers. I talk about what affiliate marketing actually is. Then I talk about the mistakes they make. You can see them not having the subscriber's interest at heart, using copy-paste materials from affiliate pages, not offering bonuses, etc., etc. So this module gets broken down and put into slides. Okay, so then I can talk about each point you see on the mind map. Now, like I said, when you start mind mapping, you can use any software you want. Just Google mind mapping software. But I promise you, if you do this, when you start to create something, the ideas flow. The whole point, that's obviously the whole term, mind mapping. You're letting your ideas flow and you're getting it put down on this, you know, you're documenting it, okay? Here's my next module, finding products to promote. So obviously this product's about affiliate marketing, okay? Obviously, how do you find products to promote? Join other marketers affiliate lists I'm talking about. You can be kept in the loop. You can see what they're promoting and get on as many lists as possible. Basically, watch what other marketers are doing. Obviously, check out product reviews, etc. So, can you see how easy it is to start to compile modules? Okay. Here's my next one. Okay. How do you choose the right products to promote? Look what I'm saying. Always look out for products that fill your subscribers' needs. Don't just promote anything. Obviously, building trust. Try and find new products. Only promote products you personally used or reviewed. You can say I've got an exception there. So all of this goes to build a module. Now this, like I said, this can be a PowerPoint presentation. You can also maybe make this into some sort of practical lesson where you're recording yourself on the screen. You can create, it could be a chapter in an ebook. But all you're doing is gathering all of the information you've learned from your research and putting it together. Does this make sense, guys? Please, you know, I want to make sure you're getting this. So, you know, can you see how you can literally compile what you're learning, put it down into a mind map, and then you're ready to create your product? Yes, right, okay. I'll show you. I'm going to show you completed mind maps very soon. So you can see you want to see the outline of a whole product, okay? So obviously, when we've done this, we need to create a product. Now, there's many different ways to put a product together, and the simplest way is ebooks and reports, okay? Basically, a simple PDF that you've created yourself that reveals something, okay? Usually, you'll be revealing a simple method, okay? You're sharing what you know, what you've learned, or you could be creating a step-by-step formula. This can all be done via a PDF, okay? And just one thing, guys, as well, something I haven't said yet. I'm going to give you a product idea at the end of when I get to the end of this part of the presentation. I'm actually going to give you a product idea that you can run with right away. But basically, ebooks and reports usually reveal something. You know, how I managed to get 500 likes on Facebook in 6 days, how I got my first 100 subscribers. I share step by step how I did it, etc., etc., etc. Okay. There's also audio. Okay. For me, I like to read. Okay. For my son Alex, he listens to audiobooks all day long. So obviously, if you wanted to appeal to him, you need to create audio. And the first thing you can do if you create an ebook is have it read. Okay, you can instantly, you know, open up your audience and market to a bigger audience by simply having your ebook read, because then you're going to appeal to all the people who prefer to listen. People who like to listen in the car, listen while walking the dog, listen while at the gym. They don't want to read. So by having it read, and you can do this yourself, you can get someone else to do it. You know, that's not hard to get done. You're instantly tapping into a wider audience. You could interview an expert. So if I want to, I'm actually going to change it from affiliate marketing to blogging, okay? I want to try and give you some different ideas here. So, you know, for example, I've been showing you how to put something to do with affiliate marketing again. But let's just say I want to create a blog, okay? Let's say I want to create a training program that teaches people how to build a WordPress blog in 10 easy steps to put them in a position to make an affiliate income. So I'm still covering the affiliate marketing. I could find an expert, okay? Someone who springs to mind will be Dan Sumner from the Bloggers Roadmap, and I could literally interview him for an hour and ask him 10 questions, okay? Most of the time, if you want to interview an expert, it's very, very hard to get them to agree to do so, but some do. But if they don't, see if they have any consultancy packages, okay? You know, most marketers, I think Dan does it for about $4.97 an hour. So let's say you wanted to consult with Dan, or I wanted to consult with Dan if I didn't know him, and I said, Dan, is it okay if I interview you for borrow an hour of your time, or pay you for an hour of your time? As long as we can record the interview and I can use it for a product. Most marketers won't have a problem with that. So basically, you invest $200, $300, $400, $500, $1,000, whatever dollars it is, you get an interview recorded, and you've got something that you can use in a product. It could be used as a bonus. It could be used as complementary material, as I just bring up. It could also be you take the interview and you use that to write your ebook, or you use that to put your presentation together. Obviously, once you draft all the questions up, you're going to get all the answers you need. That can be your product, okay? Okay, John's just saying, love your enthusiasm for the step-by-step and not realising it isn't really difficult if you just take a start with a definite goal in mind. Yes, John, obviously I'm talking about different methods here, and I know a lot of the time it's a lot to take in, you know, but I'm trying to cover all the bases here. So just in this example here, by interviewing an expert, you can take that interview and create a product. Okay, by changing the format, by making it into a PDF, by making it into a PowerPoint presentation, etc. Okay, and obviously we've got video. Video is probably the biggest medium to teach by. I mean, there's so many ways you can teach with video. And the first one that springs to mind is obviously over the shoulder training. So basically, you basically have some software running on your computer, and Camtasia for Windows, ScreenFlow for the Mac. I use ScreenFlow on a Mac. What records what you're doing? You just record what you are doing and show people what you're doing. So if I keep with this blogging thing for now, if I want to do create a 10-step process that taught people how to set up a successful blog that can earn money as an affiliate, I would obviously record 10 videos showing the whole process. Okay, step 1, do this. Step 2, do this. Step 3, do this, etc., etc. So yeah, step-by-step training. But we can also add recorded presentations. Okay, I would obviously compile my modules. I'd maybe put some presentations together that teach why you should be blogging, why you need to set up a WordPress blog, why you need to put, make it look nice, and then obviously I would teach it. Okay, so it just depends how you compile your product. But sometimes just recorded presentations on their own is suitable enough for a product. Again, if I interviewed Dan Sumner and got 10 really good answers to 10 really good questions, that could be 10 recorded presentations. That could be a product on its own. Okay. Obviously, we've got software as well. I've created about 7 or 8 software products over the years, and I don't have a clue how to create any of it. I outsource it. I get someone else to do that sort of work because I don't know how, but if I have an idea, there's places I can go. Now, I do want to stress WordPress plugins are absolutely huge, okay? They can be outsourced for very, very little. You're talking getting something created for a few $100s, and they're great for branding. If you've got your name on a software product, it does a lot for your reputation. One place you go is codecanyon.net. Okay, I don't know if Randy might put the link in, but it's codecanyon.net, and this is a place where you can buy PLR rights to scripts and plugins and things like that. So I just did a basic search here for the word affiliate, and you can see we've found 231 different affiliate codes and plugins from $5. Obviously, you need to make sure you get the correct license, the correct rights. But the point I'm trying to make here is you can see something, you could have an idea, see what it does, maybe have an idea to make it better, go to a programmer and get them to make you, just tell them what you wanted to do, and then obviously you've got a product of your own, a software product of your own. I'm going to give you a little example here. This is a product, launched this about 4 years ago, WP Speedy Links. Basically, all it does is it takes any word on WordPress that you put into the plugin and it makes it an affiliate link. So let's just say I want to make the word Aweber, which is an autoresponder, an affiliate link using my affiliate link. Instead of having to go through all of my blog and make the word Aweber affiliate link, I just use this little script. Absolutely so simple, but it made me 5 figures, okay? $10 plugin, just sold it for $10, and basically it was on, I can't remember, I don't think it was Code Canyon, but I basically purchased the rights to the script, made a few tweaks and changes, branded it with my images, and that's it. Didn't have to do anything else. And it still sells today. WPSpeedylinks.com, if you wanted to check that out. But by far, the best format is multi-format. Okay. This is by far the best form of training. Okay. It's got a higher perceived value as it caters to a wider audience. Obviously, if someone's selling just an ebook and someone's selling a full-on training program on the same topic, it's very, very highly likely that someone would see the training program as a bigger value. So imagine this for a moment. I could have a 10-step blogging guide, okay, where I've literally done my research. I know why people need to do blogging. I know how to generate an affiliate income from blogging because I've seen other people doing it through their training. So I put my training together that shows the 10 steps how to set up a blog, put you in a position to make money as an affiliate. I then include an interview with Dan Sumner where he reveals how he's earned hundreds of thousands of dollars online from blogging. And I also give you a plugin that can help you monetize every single post you write. That right there is a product idea I just came with off the top of my head, okay? Obviously, this could be part of a funnel. It doesn't all have to be the front-end product. Maybe an ebook could be the front-end product with videos as an upsell and the software as a further upsell. Who knows? But basically, the multi-format is the way to go. Karen is just saying, what about support for these softwares you don't know how to create? It looks like Randy's answered that, but I will answer it as well. As long as you've got access to someone who, the worst case scenario is something going wrong, and the WordPress can be updated and the plugin could be updated. But as long as you've got someone you can approach to update your stuff, you're fine. I mean, I offer support for all of the plugins I sell, and I've never really had a major issue. Because even if the original programmer was no longer available, I could easily find someone else to perform the update if that was required. Scriptlance, Elance, places like that where you can literally hire people. So hopefully, guys, you're getting what I'm trying to get across here. Now, I want you to understand, every time you create a new product, you grow your business. Every time. This is not just a one-time thing, okay? It's something you really do want to be repeating. It becomes easier each time you do this, okay? Now, I'm not going to sit and paint this rosy picture that when you create your first product, it's all going to be rosy. It's going to take you 10 days, and you're going to sell hundreds of thousands of copies or whatever. You might sell thousands of copies. It can happen. It has happened. But the thing is, with the first time you do this, it's going to be a little bit difficult. But when you've done it once, you've learned the process. You haven't invested $25,000 on a done-for-you solution that teaches you nothing, because you've learned the process. You can then do it again and again and again. Okay? Each time you do this, it makes you more money, and build your list. Okay. Now, I'm going to try something I've never tried before. I'm going to attempt to give you guys a handout. Let me see if I can do this right. I'm going to show you. Hold on. I need to come out of there. So give me a second. So I want you to, okay, it's uploading. So if you check in the handout section of the your file, can you guys please let me know that you see that, the handout 1, you can download that. Hopefully you can. So give me a second now, just change my screen. Okay. So there we go. So I've given you that guide as a download guide, so you can peruse it at your leisure. But if I just want to show you, this is the full mind map for my affiliate marketing product, affiliate promo formula. Now, this is one of my older products, but I do believe it gets the message across very, very well. You can see the product at affiliatepromoformula.com, but there's the first 3 modules I showed you earlier. Choosing products to promote. Then I talked about promoting the pre-launch. I talked about preparing a bonus to offer as an affiliate, how to do it, how to put everything together. I talked about creating a bonus page, and all of this was created. All of this mind map was created in a full-on home study course. Okay, what to do when pre-launch begins, 24 hours before launch, what you should be doing, what you should be doing on launch day, what you should be doing when it goes live, post-launch, end of launch, and how to deliver your bonuses. Okay, I even cover, if you don't have a list, how to do that, and advanced materials. But what you also see here is course materials. I literally mapped out how my product will be put together. You can see I've got here, I'm going to do training videos, video tutorials. I want to have a PDF material that consists of a report, checklists and worksheets. We want to have bonus templates so people can create a bonus page. Case studies that I created so I can show successful campaigns I've run in the past. You can see I'm saying each module consists of an informational video, worksheet and checklist. So I'm putting everything together to then create my product. Okay, so what you're looking at, guys, is the outline of a product that's done 6 figures. Okay, since it launched in 2012. So hopefully that's you can download that, you can keep that, and you can use that. Okay, so hopefully that's going to help you. Now I need to try and go back. Give me 1 second, guys. There we go. Okay. No link in chat. Okay. Give me 1 second. It's not in chat, Carolyn. It'll be in the handout section. Right at the bottom. So it should be above chat. What I can do, let me just give me 1 second. I have to pause my screen again. Let me just give you a direct link. Okay. I do apologize, guys, but I do want to make sure you've got this. Okay, so there is a link going into chat now where you can literally download it. Okay, if the handout doesn't work. Okay, can anyone let me know if we've got this? Okay. You guys are quiet tonight. Okay. Okay, people have got it. That's good. Right then, let me now go back to the presentation. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to take things a little bit further. Hold on, I'm not showing my screen. There we go. And I'm going to give you a product idea. Do you remember earlier on I said, what do you feel you need the most help with? This is one of my questions. And this was one of the questions on my survey. So remember, over nearly 4,000 people have completed this survey. General marketing, 17%, 18%, techie stuff. Basically, traffic generation was the #1 thing people want to learn. So let me ask you guys a question, okay? Do you think you could go away and spend the next 2, 3, 4 weeks mastering one traffic method, not a ton of traffic methods, just one traffic method to get at least 100 visitors per day. Do you think you could do that? Do you think you could go away, focus on nothing for the next few weeks, but one traffic method and get 100 visitors per day? I know the answer is yes, okay? Anyone who thinks you can't do this is not going to be trying, okay? The answer is yes. Now, do you think if you tell people you've discovered how to get 100 plus visitors per day from a single traffic method, do you think people will be interested in learning that? Again, the answer is yes, okay? So that is basically a product idea right there. Go away, focus on one traffic method for a few weeks till you get 100 visitors per day to a site, to your blog, to an affiliate offer, to whatever it may be, and teach it. That is a product in itself, okay? I'm actually also going to show you how to get tons of traffic now. That's what we're going to cover in step 3. So step 3 was get qualified traffic, okay? Okay. So the first thing you can do to get tons of traffic is literally write content on your blog, okay? This is an example of a blog post. I actually spent a bit of time compiling 101 internet marketing hacks and put that out on my blog probably, I think it was 2 years ago, and it still gets shared to this day. Now you can see from this screenshot that that circle item there is sharing software, social sharing software, and I do believe this was called Social Share. There's also a program called ShareBar. I don't know if Randy can maybe put some links in, but basically there's plugins out there where people can share your content. And you can see 278 people have clicked share on Facebook alone, okay? 46 on Twitter, 10 on Google+. It's nearly always mostly Facebook, okay? If you generate good content, people will share it. And when they share it, it ends up on their wall, where their friends can see it and their contacts can see it, and the whole process can go viral. Okay, so just literally writing content on your blog can get you traffic. So there's an example of me sharing that post. I actually did it tonight before the webinar, just to show you, to get the screenshot. But you can see there how literally just clicking a button, the share button, can get your message out there, get you traffic, okay? Now what I tend to do with some of my more popular posts is I log into my blog every few weeks, find the popular stuff and just click share. It takes 30 seconds and it just refreshes, it puts it on Facebook again and starts the whole process again. There's also posting on other people's blogs. Basically, you go to other people's blogs, you write about, you find people who are doing the same thing as you and you leave comments. This is called blog hopping. And usually you'll get a link back to your blog. You can also link to your products and services, okay? So that's another easy way to get free traffic. Now, what I would say though is don't just go and write, you know, I love your post or I agree with you. Try and offer content, okay? Get people to see what you're doing and want to follow you. Forum discussions are another way to get traffic. This is actually an older post, an older screenshot from the Warrior Forum. It looks different now, but the point here is if you look underneath, the signature is a link to one of my blog posts, and I'm talking about what I'm offering in my signature, if that makes sense. So if you're in the affiliate marketing area, or let's go back to blogging. If your niche is blogging, you will obviously find all the posts in the Warrior Forum where people need help with blogging. You'd offer your opinion, you'd offer advice, you'd offer help, and obviously in your signature is something related. So where people can literally find out more and invest in what you're offering. I know for a fact there are people who sit on the Warrior Forum all day, maybe too long, but all they do is help people look for posts related to what they're offering, and they're making a full-time income just from one place. Okay, obviously they put the work in, but it can be done. Now, a lot of people think forums are a waste of time, but that couldn't be further from the truth. And I want to quickly share something with you, okay? Back in 2014, I had the biggest launch of my career to date, okay? You can see that my rep at the time, Spencer Matthews, told me that the last 2 days of my launch, I literally made the top 5 and top 3 in vendor sales on ClickBank. Now this is the whole of the ClickBank network, okay, on the 6th and 7th of February. Now ClickBank is huge, okay? I know this is an old article, but ClickBank generally does $1 million a day in sales. So to be, to be number 5 and number 3, top 5 and top 3 in vendor sales is absolutely unreal achievement. Now, I know you're thinking, what does this have to do with forum marketing? Well, one of my students, Steve King, finished in 6th place on my leaderboard for this launch, and almost all of the sales came from a single thread he started on the Warrior Forum. Basically, he did about $15,000 in commissions, and all he was doing was posting on the Warrior Forum. Basically, he was explaining, telling people about my product, telling people how to get the most from it, and he put a bonus together. But he used nearly all of the traffic came from one place, which was the Warrior Forum. Okay, so you can clearly see, if you do it right, forums are not a waste of time. Obviously, you need to put some work in, but you can get a lot of traffic from forums alone. Obviously, social media, sharing your content, putting your content out there, being active in your groups and your Facebook pages, it goes without saying. Okay. Also, just for the record, guys, I've hit my friends limit a long time ago, and I've got literally hundreds of friends requests I can't do nothing with, but because of that, people start following me. So just on my main Facebook wall, my main Facebook timeline, I can reach, you can see, 7,633 people. So every time I post, that's how many people I've got the potential to reach. Okay. And obviously, just posting stuff. You can see when I, as I said on the first slide, when I passed $1 million in sales, look at the likes and comments. I got hundreds of comments, but now it's been hundreds of comments. So just by being active on social media, being active in forums and being active on your blog, you can literally drive all the traffic you need. Okay, well, a lot of traffic, which is going to bring in a lot. But by far, most of the traffic is going to come from affiliates. Okay, so when you create a product, you must have an affiliate program. This is why JVZoo makes it so easy to put things together and recruit affiliates, because their platform is an affiliate goldmine. Affiliates love promoting stuff through JVZoo, mostly because you can get instant commissions. You can offer instant commissions to affiliates. Now, I want to show you, I'm going to go back in time again, but I want to show you an example of just how powerful it is to have an affiliate program with your own list of affiliates. So you're currently looking at a screenshot of the income I made over a 5-month period from one of my promotions in 2014. Okay, you can see I generated over $80,000 in income. Okay, over a few months. Now, here's a screenshot during the exact same period where I basically took out the affiliates. So you can see myself, I generated almost 20 grand from my own efforts. But when I got affiliates on board, 76% of the income came from this promotion. So nearly $61,000 or over $61,000 came from affiliates. So if it wasn't clear before, it should be crystal clear now that you must have an affiliate program to maximize your earning potential. Basically, you don't want to be the only one driving traffic. And that's the mistake a lot of people make when starting out. They think they'll do affiliate marketing, or they think they'll drive traffic as an affiliate. Now, yes, you can do that when you become successful selling, but if you just start out as an affiliate, you're going to struggle because only you can drive the traffic. You're far better off being the person who's selling the product and attracting affiliates to promote for you. Okay, so obviously you need to create a dedicated affiliates page. Give the affiliates the information they need. Again, these days, guys, it's easy to do with all of the templates out there, with all of the page builders. It's not hard to build an affiliates page. Just look at successful products and model what other successful marketers are doing. For me, for this one, for Simple Traffic Solutions, I'm letting people know how it's a big seller. I'm showing people the profitable funnel, and I'm showing that I'm giving 100% away. Okay. Obviously, you want to give them all of the tools they need, emails, forum posts, blog posts, graphics, that sort of thing. Okay. And obviously, you need to contact potential GVs. Now, the big mistake people make is when they've got a product ready, they will seek affiliates, potential affiliates, and literally email them out of the blue, go through Facebook, friend requests, send a message saying, will you promote my product? That is the biggest mistake you can make, okay? By far, you're better off doing something for someone else first. So, for example, if you want to get a big marketer's attention, don't just ask them to promote your product. Get access to their product. You can maybe ask for review access. If you do that, you might get the product for free. You know, tell the marketer that you want review access with a view to promoting their product. If they won't give you review access, go and buy it. And literally write a review on your blog. And then when you start making sales, you can then go back to the marketer, and hopefully, because you've already opened up some dialogue, you can get them to check out what you're doing. Never just make the first contact, you know, asking for a promo. It's never going to work. I used to make that mistake in the early days. I would email marketers. One guy who was huge back then and still is Jim Cochran. I was dying to get him to promote my offer, my DBA training program, and I could not get past the gatekeepers in his support desk until one day I decided to promote his product, the Silent Sales Machine, wrote a review, sent a few emails, made about 70 or 80 sales. Then I got his attention. He ended up promoting my product, and he generated $34,000 in sales. $34,000. It was actually January the 1st, 2006. I remember that date as well. It was New Year's Day. He came to me and said, John, set me up a discount page. I've got nothing to do here, nothing to promote. I'm going to promote your product. But he would not have done that had I not promoted for him first and done something for him. If you can't, and well, sometimes you might be in a position where you can't make a ton of sales. Maybe you can do something else. I've had people come to me and offer, you know, make me graphics, offer advice, or just see something on my page where there might be an error, a video not playing properly, or something like that. Just do something to get the dialogue going. But never just say, will you promote my stuff? That will not work, okay? Obviously, you want to build a list of affiliates from your affiliates page. Another big mistake I see people make is they will force affiliates to opt in to get their affiliate tools. Do not do that. Just ask them to opt in and they will. The genuine affiliates will opt in to get more information from you, okay? Okay, so hopefully, guys, you're getting all of this, you know, and I just want to sort of mention that I'm not making this stuff up. This is what I do. This is what I've done from, you know, successfully since 2004 when I created my first product. And obviously, I've earned a full-time income online, been relying on my online business since 2006. Okay, so I'm not making this up. I've created hundreds of products over the years. Okay. Now, one thing I want to ask you is, can you remember this question that I asked earlier? I asked you, what do you feel you need the most help with? Okay. Well, the answer was traffic. Remember? Can you guys remember this? Well, because I knew that the people taking my surveys wanted to learn about traffic, I created a program. Okay. I created a program that taught everything I knew about creating traffic. Now, I'm going to give you another handout. Okay. Hopefully this is going to work. Hold on. I'm going to give you my traffic handout. So let's quickly put that into chats, into the handouts, and I'm also going to give you a link in chat. Okay. Hopefully you can download it from there. What I'm going to do is briefly show you what I did. Okay. So obviously people were telling me they wanted to learn traffic. I didn't just focus on one method. I basically went out there and tried to find out about every traffic method I could. So I looked at all the paid traffic advertising and paid ways to make money with paid traffic. I actually did not teach this. I wanted to keep my product down the free traffic route, but I still did my research. But then I researched all of the free methods. So you can see all of these methods here: blog commenting, blog hopping, affiliates, joint ventures, article marketing, email marketing, and you can see the branch off into different ways to get traffic. Okay, this is what I taught in Simple Traffic. Sorry?
We're not seeing that on your screen.
Oh, hold on. Yeah, yeah, there we go. I do apologize, guys. Thank you, Randy. So, I'll just quickly recap here. So, all of my modules, I basically came up with every single traffic method I could think of and how to get the traffic, broke it all down into a mind map that I created on my iPad, and you know, this is what I taught. Okay, so what you're looking at here is every single traffic method that I managed to get traffic from over the years, and obviously you can put some of this to use. But what I'm trying to get across here is all of the research I did, and mapped it out, and then created the product. Okay. Right, so let's go back. So you've now got two handouts. There we go. It's all working good. Hold on, put my control panel right. I guess this proves well out, guys. Little technical issues. Right then, so handout 2 you've got. So anyway, Simple Traffic Solutions launched on November the 1st, 2012. Now, unfortunately, I did not get the screenshot from 2012. I don't know why, but this is what Simple Traffic Solutions made in 2013. You can see it made over $100,000 in sales, okay? Over $100,000 in sales. Now, what I want to ask you guys is, what do you think I did in 2013 to generate over $100,000 in sales? Okay, let's see who gets this right first. I'd like to, come on guys, let's see. What do you think I did in 2013 to generate over $100,000 in sales? Okay, recruit affiliates, JVs. Steve's got it. Steve's got it. Brilliant, Steve. Nothing. Okay, guys, I didn't do anything. I might have sent a couple of JV blasts over the course of the year, but literally I did nothing. Very, my minuscule efforts, because it was all, the momentum was going. Affiliates were promoting. Because affiliates promote, customers buy. Some of your customers end up promoting. Other affiliates see that there's affiliates promoting. And you get this snowball effect. Okay? $100,000 without lifting a finger. Now, and in 2012, we did about $200,000 from the launch with all of the sales funnel. So this product did about 300 grand on ClickBank alone. Okay? Remember what I said earlier. Create something once, sell it over and over and over again. That's the beauty of selling digital products. Okay? So Carolyn hit the nail on the head as well. What was there? Keep working. Yeah, it just basically it looked after itself. Obviously, I had to provide support, things like that. But I actually have staff to do that as well. But that's all you really have to do is just provide your support. Now you can see in 2014 sales dried up, but that's because I moved it over to JVZoo. Okay, I basically relaunched the product, came up with an updated version, just updated some of the videos. And I moved it over to JVZoo, and it's been highly successful on JVZoo. We've had product of the day a couple of times. It's been #1 on JVZoo, and it still sells to this day. Simple Traffic Solutions is one of my most popular products ever. Okay? So, let me ask, do you want to get results like this? And this? And this? Or this? And obviously, the $1 million was broke. And this. Look, I want to show you more proof, okay, that digital products sell. This is just some of the products that I've been selling through my JVZoo accounts, okay? There you go. Instant Liaison Pro, it's just about to do 100 grand on the front end. Just noticed that tonight. If you want more proof, there's more proof. Look at these amounts. We're not talking, we're not talking hundreds of dollars. We're talking thousands of dollars. These are for all different products I've created and put on JVZoo. And I've only been doing JVZoo for maybe 3 years. So when and obviously you need to understand as well. We're talking different platforms. I sell on Zaxter. I sell on ClickBank. I've done millions on ClickBank over the years. We're not just talking, JVZoo. But the point I'm trying to make here, guys, is digital products sell. Okay. You do it right, they run themselves, they make you sales on a daily basis, and you don't have to lift a finger. Okay? So, let me ask you guys, have you received value today? Okay? I want you to let me know, have you received value today? Let me just quickly check. About 98% of the attendees are still here, although some of you are a little bit quiet. Most people are still here. So if you've been paying attention, Carolyn has been paying major attention. John, Richard, Al, thank you, Al. Absolutely, Carolyn. Yes, good, Carolyn. Brilliant. Okay, that was my intention, is just give you guys something you can go away and run with, okay? Look at those mind maps, please, okay? Make sure you do, because they will definitely help you when you do come to put something together. Now, if you got value from what I showed you for free, which is just the tip of the iceberg of what I could show you, then obviously I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't extend the opportunity to take things to the next level. So, let me ask you, how would you like help doing everything we've discussed tonight? Absolutely everything. Okay? So here's where, obviously, guys, I've got something to offer. Like I said before, is it okay for me to show you what I have to offer? And I won't go any further until I get at least a few yeses, okay? Now people are waking up. Hello, Al. Hello, Kong. Brilliant. Okay. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. 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 Give it to me. Right. Okay. Mike. Hello. Right. Right then. Here we go, guys. Right. You don't. You know. The thing is, I know everything I talked about tonight is it's great. It works. It's in theory. But the thing is, you know, a lot of the time, you might be able to relate to this. You know, you've been lied to, and I know that sounds corny, but you've been told making money online is easy when it's not. And I like I said, if you're going to take anything really positive away from this tonight, you're not going to fall for the crap that's out there, okay? Because you've been sold the dream. All the time you see the dream on these sales pages. You don't have to lift a finger, you don't have to do much, just install this software, whatever. You've basically been sold the promise of easy riches using very clever sales copy. And I can relate to this, okay? I just want you guys to know, you know, I've done this myself many, many, many times, okay? What you need to understand, okay, is that it takes hard work and dedication to succeed. Nothing else. It takes hard work. But once you realize this and you get this, success can come easy. Now, of course, having a mentor helps, okay? Someone who can give you a step-by-step plan of action, someone who can guide you and take you down the right path, someone to make yourself accountable to, and someone to advise and guide you every step of the way, and someone you can depend on and turn to if you need help. Well, I think all of these, if you're going to invest in a mentor, they need to cover all of these bases, okay? Making yourself accountable is a huge, huge thing. If you've got someone keeping an eye on what you're doing, you get stuff done. And obviously, if you need help, you need someone you can go to. Because I know a lot of the time people hit roadblocks and end up giving up because they've got no one they can go and get that support from. Now, everyone has a mentor. Everyone. Even some of the most, you know, the most powerful marketers in the world. Even Richard Branson has a mentor, someone you get advice from. Okay? Very, very important you understand this. Now, if you're someone who's serious about your future and serious enough to invest in the right mentoring, that'll help you achieve your goals. And I'm going to give you an opportunity that's going to enable you to succeed in a big way that you've never seen before. Okay? Now, since I launched my coaching program, people who have joined me have had incredible success. But since then, many have gone on to become highly successful marketers and have a business that makes a full-time income and more. Okay? But here's the thing, something big happened, okay? When I was teaching people how to do exactly what we've talked about tonight, when I was coaching people, as an unexpected byproduct, some of my students have now become my top affiliates. This sort of blew me away. So to give you a quick example here, this is my students promoting my products. Okay, the left image there, look at that. The leaderboard is full of people who I've taught to become successful online. So obviously, it's great. They help me make money. But now they also compete with myself and other big marketers on other affiliates leaderboards. So other people's launches. So look at this. This is me competing with my students on other launches. Let that sink in for a moment. Now, you might think this means I'm just training students to be my competitors, and this is a problem for me. But that's the furthest thing from the truth, because obviously my students are now my top affiliates. So when I've got something new to launch, I've already got a bunch of people ready to help me promote it. And that's great news for us all. Because obviously my students are making a great affiliate income as well. And because I've discovered most of my students are now my top affiliates, it's obviously in my interest to bring more students on board. That's why tonight I'm going to give you an amazing opportunity to be part of my most comprehensive program to date. Okay? So before I obviously show you what's going to be offered, I do want to show you, proof this works and give you some case studies. Okay? Won't be long before we get to the main offer, guys. Okay? These are 100% real case studies. Now, Stuart Turnbull is one guy who's been following my training for quite a while. He actually went away and did his own thing because he was really successful. He came back just a couple of months ago. Anyway, Stuart used to have a 90-minute drive to work each day. And prior to working with me, he was laid off from his dual office job he had for 20 years. I actually didn't know this until I asked him. Within a few short months of working with me, he had his first product in ClickBank. I do believe this was back in 2009. It was one of my earlier programs. And Stuart now earns more working online than the boring desk job he had for 20 years. Now, I did ask Stuart if he'd let me know what he's earned, but he wouldn't tell me, and that's fine. Some people don't want to disclose that, but he's full-time online, and he earns enough to support his family because he's full-time. And Stuart goes on to say, the methods and techniques you taught me enable me to escape the rat race and live a life of true freedom because I don't rely on anyone else for my living. I work from home because I enjoy what I do. It never feels like work. Now, that's Stuart's product there, Prince Made Profits. That was his very, very first launch. It still sells to this day. Okay? Stuart's niche is more eBay related and Etsy related, basically auction sites, and he still makes an absolutely great income. Another guy I want to talk about is Keith Purkis. Keith had been making a living selling phone accessories. And I think maybe that's how we communicated for the first time, because I was doing the same thing, but increasing competition was causing the prices to drop. Obviously, we were direct competitors back then. Now, he decided to attempt to go it online and move into selling digital products, but after buying many Warrior special offers for a couple of years, it still made no money. But with my help, Keith was able to launch his first digital product, and from then on, he started making a profit. Now, a few years later, we joined my Partnership with Success program and had a much bigger launch followed by increasing sales. Basically, Keith was my first Partnership with Success student. He heard I was putting the program together, and he said, John, when you launch it, give me a call. And Keith was the first person to join and come on board. His first launch did $6,000. His total earnings, this is actually up to about 18 months ago, was $50,000, over 50,000 subscribers. And basically, Keith took a couple of years out, and the money kept coming in. He's literally just came back 2 months ago after spending the first couple of years of his daughter's life with her, not having to work, and now he's back in the game. And he's actually launched the product only yesterday, which is selling really well. I've got to talk about Randy, who's on with us tonight. Randy was running a furniture shop, trying to make money online without any real success for about 5 years. He was actually following my blog and emails, and because of that, he was able to finally get a few hundred a month online. And his furniture business went under, and he started working directly with me. A lot of the time, there's a little pattern here, have you noticed, guys, where some people are almost forced into trying to do something, and sometimes that's good. When I worked in the car plant, I wanted out. I didn't like what I was doing. Because of that, obviously, that's where I am today. Now, from my advice and one-on-one help, Randy was able to avoid looking for another job because within months he was earning full-time income. Just some of Randy's stats: multiple six-figure launches, 10K paydays, over 30,000 customers on his mailing list. Would Randy recommend being a coach for anyone? Yes, he has many times. Those marketers are also great JV partners and good friends. Randy is a bit like me, likes to spend his weekends away. Does a lot of outdoor stuff for pursuits and camping and that sort of thing. Because of his business, he can literally enjoy weekends with his family. Makes 5 figures monthly most months, or regularly sought out for advice. Still laid back, as I know all too well. And just some of the results Randy has had. Okay, absolutely fantastic. I will try and speed this up a little bit, guys, because I know I basically put a few extra slides tonight and we've gone over a little bit, but I've got to talk about Omar Martin. He's been my most successful student. He was a paramedic working in New York, and after 9/11, basically his partner died in 9/11, and that was it. He had enough and left New York. After struggling for years, trying to build an online business, he invested his rent money into my very first program. This was back in 2008. His rent money. I did not know this at the time. Had I known, I don't know what would have happened, but yeah, he couldn't afford the rent, so he spent what he had on my coaching. And Steve King as well, who we talked about earlier, actually sold his car to get into one of my programs and never looked back. So yeah, it's crazy what some people will do, but it turned out okay. Since then, Omar's gone on to be my most successful student. His first big launch did over 180 grand. In the 2 years after joining, he'd done over 400 grand. Now he has over 60 websites, hosts events, and basically, the pictures you're looking at now, I've actually stayed with Omar a couple of times in his home in Florida, and we also put an event together, the coolest marketing event ever. You know, it's more than just he's more than just my student. He's a personal friend, and that's how it ends up a lot of the time with people who join my program. He's done over 7 million online. 7 million. Average monthly earnings roughly about 200 grand. A customer list of over 100,000. And you can see what Omar has to say there. In 2016, Omar's business generated over $3.7 million in sales. Absolutely unbelievable. So more names here. You might recognize one or two names. I'll just leave this up for about 10 seconds. And also, I do want to mention this post from Shelley Penny, who is an very active partnership member. You can basically see she's talking about having to paying for a holiday cash, not having to put it on a credit card, and having major success. And this was in March last year. Okay, I do want to sort of let you know that. But by December last year, she'd done over $113,000. Absolutely unbelievable. We also have, I just want to put this up from Gary Allark. Gary's done many launches as a result of my program. He's now into more of being a JV manager. He took all his knowledge to another level, and that was a result of one of his latest launches. We've got, you know, there's many times you see two people in the JVs who top 10 at the same time. This was Shreya Banerjee and oh my god, Viking PLR. I can't remember the guy's name. Stephen Alvey, yes. Thank you, Randy. You know, both at the same time. There it is there. You can see there, saying just past 12K in 4 days. That was just one of his launches, okay? A couple of sales away from 15 grand. Stephen Alvey actually put a post on, a response on Facebook. He's done over 140 grand since he joined the partnership, which was just over a year ago. So you can see my students getting amazing results. Now, I'm not going to paint this picture, guys. You need to put work in. You need to put work in. If you're not prepared to put the work in, you won't get amazing results. But if you are prepared to put the work in, follow what I'm teaching you, you will get amazing results, okay? So this is what I can do for you, okay? Obviously, I'm offering to be your mentor here. And I can show you how to build a real online business using the methods I have just described, okay? Even if you think you can't do it, I know you can. Because I know you're determined to succeed. You wouldn't be here if you weren't. I can show you how, step by step. Okay? So here's what I can do for you. I can teach you how to build a profitable online business and create at least 3 successful products of your own over the next 12 months, okay? Yes, 12 months from now, you're going to be in a position to go it alone. Now, you know, I know a lot of people have tried over the years. A lot of people want results tomorrow. And the people who want results tomorrow and try and get results tomorrow don't get results at all, okay? You have to understand that. This program is a real program that produces real results. And there's a chance that you've already wasted years looking for get rich quick, so you know it simply doesn't exist. However, with my training, you are in a position to start earning money after your very first lesson. I must stress, after your first week, you know, you're not going to make thousands of dollars, but you can start to see money come in after 1 week. It has happened, okay? This is how I'm going to teach you. You're going to get an assignment to complete each week. Basically, each week, you log into the members area and you've got a set of videos to go through, okay? It gets broken down step by step and is easy to follow. You only have to spend a few hours each week working on each assignment. Roughly, on average, about 2 hours per week. You can find 2 to 4 hours most weeks, sometimes a little bit more, sometimes a little bit less. That's all you need, okay? Now, I've been doing this since 2008. I've been putting programs together like this since 2008, and I found the perfect way to do this, and it's in tiny little bite-sized steps, okay? Some videos of mine are less than 2 minutes long, just to teach you one little step, and then you move on to the next. It's proven to work and it doesn't overwhelm you. There's nothing worse, in my opinion, than when you open a training video and you see it's like 87 minutes long. I'd much rather see 10 videos that's like 6 to 8 minutes long, and that's what I try to do. I break everything down step by baby step. We also take part in live mastermind sessions each week. Now, during these sessions, I take behind the scenes of my business and show you what is working for me. Basically, we jump on go to webinar, just like we've done tonight, okay? You're going to see behind the scenes of all of my accounts and see exactly how I earn my online income. But more importantly, you're going to see the process other Partnership of Success members are making. Basically, you're going to see how other marketers are doing, the amount of sales they make as they launch their products as well. You also have access to an exclusive members-only forum and Facebook group. Okay, here you're going to interact with other like-minded individuals. You're going to see tons and tons of student success stories, and these can show you students going from absolute beginner to successful marketer. Basically, a lot of students have documented their process, and you can see exactly how it was done. The biggest thing about what the forum and Facebook group is the Facebook group. Basically, you're interacting with people who've gone through this program. Some people a few years ago and are now successful in their own right, and these are the perfect people to get to know, sort of help you build your business. Now, it goes without saying, you've got access to me personally for the duration of the course and beyond. You're going to receive a direct line to my office. Okay, direct line. When the phone rings, if we're in the office, we answer it. You receive personal access to me. You can consult with me anytime you like. Remember earlier when I talked about getting an interview with someone? I can usually secure interviews with a few different marketers. You know, I've secured interviews with Randy, myself, and other big names, because I tell if you're one of my students, I can usually open those sort of doors for you, so you don't have to spend the $1,000 for an hour of someone's time if it's the right person. However, the biggest thing by far, and I hope you're sort of now seeing what I can do for you here, is you're going to get a full product promotion. Let that sink in for a minute, okay? When you create your very first product, I'm going to promote it to my entire subscriber database. We're talking over 200,000 subscribers in total, okay? Yes, let that sink in again. I'm going to promote it all guns blazing to every single one of my subscribers, okay? Now, this is going to give your product the kickstart it needs to get the sales flooding in. And this is where a lot of people struggle. They go through all of the work of putting the product together. They create something that's brilliant, but then they can't get they can't get that initial kickstart, and that's what I offer to do for you. I guarantee that you will make sales as a direct result of not just me promoting, but the snowball effect that causes. And this is something I've seen no other marketer offer. Okay, so imagine seeing multiple sales come in from a promotion from me. Now, most of my promotion campaigns bring in at least $2,000 in sales, usually a lot more. Obviously, I can't put an exact figure on it. We never know the exact numbers, but on average, and when I get behind a campaign, we're talking $2,000 plus. Now, I'm going to be promoting your product via at least 3 broadcast emails to ensure the sales come flooding in. It's actually usually more like 5 to 7 broadcast emails now. I'm actually promoting my student products a lot more than I used to. So let me just show you some of the results I've had promoting my students in the past. Now, imagine if this was your launch. In this particular launch, I pulled in $3,747 in commissions during the Affiliate Builder launch, came first on the leaderboard. You can see there, my students came in 3rd and 5th. This one is where I teamed up with a couple of my students who won the first place prize. It was $10,000 and personally produced over $3,800 in sales. So between us, we did nearly 20 grand in commissions and prize money. And by the way, guys, and just go back to that one. If I promoted with my students many, many, many times. That's always something that's an option as well. This one did nearly 6 grand in commissions. That was my share, and obviously there was the cash prizes as well. This one, nearly 5 grand in commissions, 2 grand in prize money. And basically, I dominate my students' leaderboards, okay? If I don't win a JV competition, that's usually a good thing. So it means someone else has done really, really well as an affiliate. Most of the time, I'm at the top. Okay. I do quickly want to talk about April 2016. We had a record month that month. Most months is about 2, sometimes 3 launches from students, but this month we had a full month packed out. Basically, every single launch was from a student. Okay, so let me show you what happened with these launches. WP banner profits from Brian Oliver, I won that competition. Vid Stickers 2 from Shelley Penny, Shelley's second launch, I won that competition. Galena St. George, who created a niche creation program and niche selection program, I won that one. Also in these competitions as well, most of the time there's a lot of students on board as well. Miley's launch 6-hour ebook. I actually was on that leaderboard twice. You can see I was in first and fifth. This was actually because I was promoting it through 2 different methods. Okay, so absolutely blasted that one. But when your launch is over, I don't stop sending traffic. I basically continue to promote your product to all of my new JVZoo customers. Basically, when I make a sale, I put the customer through an extensive autoresponder sequence, and I keep promoting your product. So even when your launch is over, I keep sending you traffic. This ensures you keep making sales even after your launch is over. I continue to make sales for my students on a daily basis. Here's an example here of Miley, who I just spoke about. Yeah, you can see the results there speak for themselves. However, that's not all you get. Okay? You also get a full affiliate promotion. Okay, now hope you're going to get excited about this one as well. I'm also going to introduce you and your product to my 3,000 plus team of affiliates. Basically, I've accrued over 3,000 affiliates for all of my launches over the years. And this is where sales can go through the roof. Affiliates are actually crying out for products to promote from marketers they know, like, and trust, because there's a lot of crap out there. Now, one of the easiest ways to get on their radar is a personal introduction from someone they already know, like, and trust. That somebody is me. Now, how many coaching programs do you know where the coach actually knows you create a quality product due to his training and is obviously happy to actually email his own affiliates and introduce you and your products to the super affiliates? Like I said, affiliates are crying out for quality products to promote, and I'm going to ensure that you create something they will want to promote. Just 1 million from a super affiliate can bring in thousands of dollars overnight. Remember that when I told you about Jim Cochran, 34 grand in about 72 hours. That's not, I'm not going to say that's going to happen, but it's something that's possible. Again, let me show you some more results. Now, we've got tons and tons. I could show you screenshots all day of successful student launches, results, etc., etc. Okay? So, the big question is, are you my next success story? You have to feel it, you have to qualify, okay? So you need to be able to answer yes to all of these questions. Are you prepared to work hard to reap the rewards? You need to put work in. Again, I'm not going to paint this picture where you sit back and, you know, the money rolls in. There's nothing out there like that. About 2 hours a week is enough. If you're prepared to put that in, that qualifies you, okay? Are you dedicated? Basically, do you have what it takes to keep this going week after week after week? A lot of people don't, because they get sidetracked and then look for the next big thing. Do you have a burning desire to succeed? I strongly believe every successful marketer, there's some quality they hold, you know, where they won't stop at nothing. They won't give up. They'll keep on going. And obviously, that separates from people who are successful to people who are not successful. Goes without saying, I only want to work with honest people. I don't want someone who's basically going to have a big launch and then abandon their customers. And can you follow step-by-step instructions? I do believe you can follow step-by-step instructions, or you would not be on this webinar right now. So let me ask, do you agree that my Partnership with Success program is one of the best programs you've ever seen offered online? I think what separates this program from most is obviously the offer of the promotions. So let me just give you guys, yes, Mike's excited. Wow. Okay, guys, thank you. So it's obvious that this is striking the right chords. That's good. So If I make my program financially accessible to you, would you like to receive my mentoring to get yourself in a position to kiss your job and money worries goodbye for good? Okay? Brilliant. Again, yes, yes. Wow. Thank you, thank you, thank you, guys. Okay, brilliant. So, almost there. Would you like to hear about the amazing limited time option I'm going to give to 10 lucky people who join Partnership of Success today? Okay? Do you want to see what we got? Do you want to see this now, guys? Okay. So, and the chat box is blown up. Okay. So this will be great value at 4997. Okay. People have paid $5,000 to get in this program. Keith Perkis, who joined this program, the first one to come into this program, paid $5,000, and many, many, many people have. Okay. But we're not doing that. Okay. It will be beyond great value at 3997. It would be crazy at 2997. And that is it. An absolute steal. Okay. Normally, people pay $5,000 for this, but I'm going to offer it for 2997 or 12 easy payments of 297. Now, stick with me, guys. Stick with me, okay? Remember, I'm going to personally work with you for 12 months to help you create your own digital products you can sell over and over again. You're going to get direct access to me via phone, email, and Skype. And once your products are ready, I'm personally going to promote them to my entire database with at least 3 email broadcasts for each product you develop. I'm also going to introduce you to my 3,000 plus army of affiliates, including my personal contacts to help get them promoting for you as well. Remember, this is just an example of the heat I can bring to an offer. This doesn't include any of the additional money that you make selling other people's products to the subscribers and customers that you get as a result of me and my affiliates promoting for you. Basically, you're going to make a ton of money as an affiliate as well, okay? Because you're going to build that customer list. You're going to be able to be in a position to be on leaderboards alongside my name and Randy's name and other marketers' names. This, it's not just about the money you make promoting your product. It's about the money you make as an affiliate as well. Okay. Now you're probably thinking, why only make it available for a limited time, and why only make 10 slots available? I'm going to be honest, guys. I'd love to sell 100 copies tonight. I'd love to, but I'm only one person. And I can't physically take on more than 10 people at a time. Okay, we do this in little waves. So this is the deal. Give my Partnership to Success program a try, as it's fully guaranteed. Okay, I'm going to give you 60 days to try this out, 100% risk-free. Yes, I'm going to give you 60 days to have a good look around the members area, see what's on offer, attend the live webinars, have a few consultations just to make sure this is a good fit for you. If you decide it's not, just let me know within 60 days and I'll send you a full refund, no questions asked. I have this guarantee because I know, a very, very large percentage, they love it, absolutely love it. We get the odd person doesn't want to do the work, pulls out, it happens. That's fine. If this is not for you, then we part as friends. Does that sound fair to you? We're still not done. Because if you register today, you're also going to get the following. You're going to get every single one of my products. Basically, every product I've ever created that's still current. Obviously, it's got to be still current. Some of the stuff is out of date from years and years ago. But anything that's still selling today, you get access to. Over $3,000 worth of information. You're also going to get any products I create within the next 12 months. Okay? Now, this adds up to way more than your initial investment. So how good does this sound, guys? Does this sound brilliant? Does this sound good? Because there's one last huge thing I'm about to reveal. I'm not done. Okay? Now, I must stress, okay? This is something I don't do. Okay? I'm going to do one last thing that I know will blow you away. Okay? What if I gave you a further $1,000 discount if you take action right now? Okay? This is something I've never done before. Now, hopefully you're appreciating this. The very least people get in this is for the 2997, but I'm going that one step further, okay? So if you're ready and you want in, this is a link you need, okay? This is a private link, okay? Joinpartnership.com/private, okay? That is the private link. If you take off the private, it's $3,000, okay? And it's normally $5,000 at partnershipofsuccess.com. This is the best deal you will ever get on this program. I'm sure Randy's put that in the chat as well. Joinpartnership.com/private, okay? Now remember, I can only take on 10 people at a time. What we do, 10 people, wait till we got 10 people coming through the program, wait till support drops, and then we do it again, okay? So remember as well, you're getting that extra $1,000 discount if you act now, okay? Remember, this normally sells for $4,997. That's at partnershipofsuccess.com, and we've sold it many, many, many times at that price. But if you take advantage of this $3,000 discount now, just go to that link, okay? Now, obviously I'm here to answer any questions. You guys have been a bit quiet tonight, but hopefully we're seeing a lot of excitement now when I sort of showed you the program. Any questions, guys? Just put them in the question box, and I'll come back to them. I'll see if we get any questions. Did you say something out, Randy? No, I thought I heard you there. Sorry. Okay, so the first. Hold on. There we go. I'm just making sure. I do apologise.
I don't know if you spotted the question from Paul. What's the sort of ongoing monthlies other than your was it 197 you're doing this at now, John?
Yes, 197. Obviously it's over 12 months if you take the payment plan. But the other outgoings is really, really minimal. You obviously need hosting, you need an autoresponder. Both of those you're talking about $30 max. And there's about another $200 in total to invest through the program. In the past, you know, when I first started doing these programs, you had to invest in HTML software, and we used to recommend Dreamweaver, which was about $900. There was lots and lots of things you had to do, but because of the way all the tools have advanced these days, we do more stuff with just one tool, okay? And you can do it. You can build your blog, you can build your membership site, and I think that's still only a $97 investment. Obviously, there's other little things here and there, but no more than $30 a month, and no more than a conservative estimate is no more than $250 in total as well. Okay. Hopefully that'll answer your question. Remember, you've got nothing to lose. 60 days to try this out. I wouldn't put my reputation on the line and not give you your money back. If you wanted your money back within 60 days, it's not a problem. So obviously, at the end of the day, check it out. Check it out. Look around the members area. See what's in there. Join the group, the Facebook group, which will blow you away. I promise. Access some of the live training, and you'll see that this is the real deal. Now, the first step is obviously to get signed up. That's the link you need. Now, there's one more thing I do want to mention. We're not done. There's also partner products, okay? Basically, these are products that I've sourced from other marketers exclusively for Partnership of Success members. Some of these are high ticket. We're talking $1,000 products. $697, I do believe, is one of the most expensive ones. But there's lots and lots of $97, $197 products in there. Over $3,000 worth in the members area already, and more getting added all the time. Basically, if you see a product you like, you can let me know, and I do my best to acquire it for our partnership members. Can't guarantee it, but I do my best. So that's a nice unannounced extra bonus there as well. And here's what you can expect, okay? Basically, when you invest, if you go to the joinpartnership.com/private, you'll get instant access to the members area, okay? You can instantly start the training. You can be started in the next 5 minutes. You can schedule a call with me. You can be up and running in just a few minutes from now. Everything is automated. You get in the members area automatically using a password. Obviously, We'll give you our contact details, show you how to get one-on-one help, things like that as well. Okay. Can't stress enough, guys. 10 slots. I know you say this quite often. You know, people will say there's only so many available, but like I said, I'd love to sell hundreds, but I just physically can't do it. We can't do it because it just puts such a strain on if we take more than 10 on. So you've got an incredible opportunity right now to stop buying product after product, to stop spending countless hours at your computer trying to figure it all out, stop struggling with information overload and getting pulled into various directions, and to stop looking for the missing puzzle piece day in, day out. Okay? You've got two choices. Two choices. Do nothing and keep getting the same results, or invest your time into a proven mentor and a proven program and fast track yourself to online success. Again, there's a link you need, guys. Remember, I'm going to personally work with you for the next 12 months at least to help you create your own digital products you can sell over and over again. You're going to get direct access to me whenever you need it. And once your products are ready, I'll personally promote them to my entire database with 3 email broadcasts, at least 3, for each product you develop, and introduce it to my 3,000 plus army of affiliates, including my personal contacts, to help them get them promoting for you as well. This, again, quick reminder of the sort of figures we could be generating. So the big question now is, can you put in the effort to building a real online business and become my next success story? And that is it, guys. Right, questions, let me see. Okay. I'm just going through and see what we've got. We're getting asked here, what if we want to go through this program quicker? Okay, I'm glad you asked. Who was that? Was that Mike? Right, basically, okay, you can go as fast or slow as you want with this program. If you find you fall behind, and some people do, it's fine, as long as you just keep taking each week as it comes. If you find you're waiting for the next lesson, you let us know. And what we do is we fast track you. We can give you access to as much material as you need. The record, okay, from joining to launching is just over 60 days. Miley Esky holds that record. She hadn't launched anything, and I think it was about 63 days she was launching. Shelley Penny as well, she launched pretty quick as well. But on the other hand, Sue Worthington, who I spoke about earlier, I think it took her about 18 months to create her first product. Something, you know, life got in the way. But the most important thing is you just keep going. So we can go as fast or as slow as you want. And that basically, I think, I'll answer your question as well, Al. Does it take the full 12 months to develop the first product? The record's 63 days, I do believe. So we can go as fast or as slow as you want. Okay? Right. I'm seeing payments come in, but they look like the business names. I do not want to reveal any business names, but I'm seeing payments come in. Right, let me see. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so at this moment in time, and there will be a replay put up. I'm just going to stress this. There's going to be a replay put up. We're going to be down to 6, it looks like. So yeah, hopefully, guys, you can see the value in this, okay? Mike's looking, Al says it sounds good. So hopefully you can see Mike's in. Thank you, Mike. You must be one of the business names I saw. I look forward to working with you. Guys, if I can just finish this, you know, this is the real deal. The success stories show it all. If you need to do research, just do it. But just remember, that's the only link you're going to get after this price, the only link. So do bear that in mind. And do bear in mind, when the 10 go, that's it. Okay, so whether you're watching this live right now or you're watching the replay, it won't be up. It will be up for 48 hours max, the replay. You might even get took to a sorry page. Okay, just take the plunge. Take the plunge now. You've got the guarantee. Secure that spot, and hopefully I'll be working with you very, very, very soon. Now, I will say as well, I've gone over tonight, guys, because I did have a ton of extra slides. I do apologise, and we were supposed to be only go for 2 hours. Right. So hopefully, guys, you've got. Please let me know if you've got value tonight. I do like to, I might use your comments in my next email on for the replay. Looking forward to working with you too, Al. So that's another one in. Mike's saying, will there be a replay available? Yes, as long as we have no technical issues, there will be a replay available within the next 2 or 3 hours. So you can see it. And yes, guys, so there you go. I don't know if Randy wants to add anything before we go.
Oh yeah, you're just checking I'm still awake, aren't you? But no, in all seriousness, you did show a few slides with me. If it don't bore people, you know, I literally was bankrupt from me offline furniture shop, and turned to you for some help. Had some one-on-one coaching from you before you had a program, but same sort of stuff that you do now. And that led to me utilizing my previous background history in sales and marketing to quickly becoming, you know, full-time online, and then developing a substantial business where I'm now having to form multiple companies to move money around and pay accountants more than I used to pay the taxman, to try and pay the taxman less. So yeah, we've come a long way, John. But it's been a long time, and as you say, it's hard work, and you've got to keep at it.
Yeah, brilliant, Randy. You know, me and Randy do go back a long way, and just so you guys know as well, Randy actually helps me out with the program as well. And so anyone who does come into this program will get to know Randy as well. Kay's just asking, does this program work in any niche? It does, Kay. But the problem we have is it's promoting. We can usually work our way around it. Well, let's say you want to get into dog training. What we would say is you can create that product, and then we can use that product as a case study to create your second product, which would be more internet marketing related. But believe me, I can show you 101 different niches you can get into. And as long as you're prepared to put the work in, you know, it's the promotion what gets you bulk of the sales. But if you're adamant you want to do something else, we can help you do that. Okay. So yeah, everything I teach can work in any niche online, any niche at all.
We've had 1 or 2 people where they use the coaching and the training and the benefit of your mailing list to people who are interested in internet marketing products. So they've created a product in internet marketing, but using the ideas from their niche. We've had a couple of people do that, create and launch a product, and then when they've learnt the whole process, they've gone away and done their own niche thing and ended up with a full-time living for, like, again, Steve King, golfing.
Yeah, that's a perfect example. Steve King, he's in the golf niche, but he's taken what he's learned in the golf niche and created internet marketing products. So he teaches people how he's put his golf products together, that sort of thing. So it can be done. Right then, guys, I'm not going to keep you any longer. We've still got a lot of people on. We've got about 65% of the people who started still here. So you guys have to make that decision now, because if you've got any questions, please get them in right now. But if not, we're going to close it down, because I don't want to keep you guys waiting. But that's the link, joinpartnership.com/private. Have a look at Jeremiah's testimonial on that page as well. Jeremiah Villagomez. I put that testimonial on because I think it's the most honest, humble testimonial that you'll ever see, okay? It was the first time he'd recorded himself on video. That's how strongly he wanted to leave me a testimonial. And he's had major success. It's been absolutely fantastic. So there you go, guys. I'm going to end it there.
John. He's done that well. He's also now teamed up in an official formed a company capacity with yet another very successful student, and they're combining both their talents to form a bigger company.
That is correct. Shelley, isn't it?
Yes.
So Shelley, Penny and Jeremiah as a direct result of the program. That has happened quite a few times as well. Just the last thing I'm going to put out there, guys, for anyone who's thinking you can't do it, there's also a ton of people in there who are willing to work with you as well. A ton of people you can partner up with. You know, there's opportunities galore. The only way you're going to find out this is by jumping on board and getting in now. Okay. Remember, 60-day guarantee. Nope. If it's not for you, it's fine. It's absolutely fine. But don't pass up the opportunity and let this go. Because I guarantee if you do come back in a few weeks or a few months' time, you will not get this discount. Okay? So I'm going to end it there, guys. I do want to thank everyone who attended. Thank you for sticking with us. It's late now. I do need to go and get myself some sleep. The replay will get put up as soon as I possibly can. But remember, no matter, even when the replay goes up, we could be putting a sold out sign of it. It does happen. It has happened. Okay, so just have a look now, take action now, and I'll be working with you very, very, very soon, hopefully. Okay, so thank you guys, and hopefully I'll see you again sometime.
Bye, everyone.